turn to the Spirit, 2 Corinthians 3 says, then am I changed from glory to glory into the very image of the Son of God, Christ. Then I am, because I'm led by the Spirit. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. What type of liberty? That I know I'm justified. There's no bondage. And we come into that in the next verse, verse 15. For you have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. Okay? You have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. You have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. You have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. Hebrews chapter 2. Verse 14. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that the power of death, that is the devil. Here is Romans 8:15. And deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. For you, Romans 8:15, you have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. You have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. The law of the Spirit of life, which in Christ had made me free from the law of sin and death. You have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. You have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. He delivered them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage, because he destroyed him that the power of death through death, that is the devil, to deliver them who their lifetime long were subject to bondage because of fear of death. You have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. You've been delivered. Exactly the same words. But you have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The Spirit now itself bear witness with our spirit that we are children of God. We quoted it earlier on, but let's quote it again. As long as the heir remains a child, he differs nothing from a slave. The elder son in the prodigal's house. As long as the heir is a child, he differs nothing from a slave. I have served you all my life, and you never gave me a little goat. The elder son. My son, all that I have is yours. But because you mind the flesh servanthood of a slave, you never got anything. But this, my son, declared, I will go to my father, and I will say to my father, Father, I have sinned, because in my Father's house the servants have more than enough and to spare. So I will say, Father. So his mentality was always Father. So the father said, Son.